Hey, what's up, everybody? It is Zach and Rachel. We are back with the Play Together, Stay Together podcast, your number one podcast on all platforms, both Apple and Spotify.
Yep.
YouTube, Facebook. We're really taking the world by storm. Everything that can be running a podcast, we are going to get our podcast on, right?
Sure are.
Yeah. So this is week 3, episode 3, season 1. Today we're just going to talk about our vacation. We're going to talk about our vacation. We're going to talk about a couple things that have happened since you heard from us last.
Yeah, big thing for you.
Big thing for me. That'll come later in the episode. I played in a golf tournament, my first tournament ever. So I'll talk about that. And before we start, I want to say thank you for the donations of the new Shure microphones and the new camera system. We're so lucky to have fans, I guess, with deep pockets.
Yeah, they're pretty awesome. You can definitely tell with my voice, too. I'm more clear,
Yeah.
I think. But I'm sure you guys will hear that with this podcast.
Yeah.
It's awesome. We love it.
What a beautiful voice she has. Beautiful voice, beautiful face. If she wasn't sitting at the table, you could see that body, and oh my goodness.
Stop.
All right, but we're going to get started talking about our travel, because that was the main thing of our last podcast was traveling. So we'll talk a little bit about where we went, what we did. So how about we'll just do this? We'll just go spot by spot. I'll start, and then you jump in when we get to the next spot.
Perfect.
So the first place we went was Savannah, but we had to drive there, and that is a far drive.
Zach doesn't like to drive.
Rachel doesn't like to drive either.
But I drove most of it.
She did drive most of it. We kind of split it up. It wasn't that bad, I guess.
No, I think splitting up we stopped in Charlotte, North Carolina.
Yep.
I think that helped a lot because it, let us refresh, and we didn't want to be tired for our first day in Savannah, so that really, it helped. It got the girls, out and moving and a good night's sleep, and it was good.
That was good. And so for those of you that don't know us personally and don't know much about us in terms of where we live in Ohio, Northeast Ohio, right outside of Akron and Canton, is where we live. We've lived here our whole lives, except for a little bit of time we lived in Savannah, Georgia. So, we drove from Ohio to Charlotte, and then from Charlotte to Savannah, and then I'll let Rachel tell you guys about Savannah.
Yeah, so if you've never been to Savannah, I recommend going. Again, we lived there for a little over a year, and we fell in love with downtown. And we visit River Street and Bay Street, and that's really, when we were there, that's the whole time we've been down there. There's a Cotton Exchange restaurant that's really good, all Southern food.
And it's right on this cool cobblestone road.
Yeah, well, all River Street is cobblestone, so it definitely takes you back to the historical times, and it's just beautiful.
It is so nice.
Women, I do not recommend wearing heels down there because you will sprain your ankle, but it's beautiful. They have a Savannah candy shop where they do the homemade pralines, and when you walk in, you can get a sample of a hot one. They're delicious.
Yeah, ask Rachel who ate my sample.
I did. He gets them for me. He doesn't like them, so I get a sample. And the girls are typically the same way. They'll pick one up for me, and that's all you need. That's rude.
Oh, sorry.
Okay. But we spend a lot of time down. It's a lot of shops and walking around. There's a free ferry you can do. Take a little ride on the river. But it's so much fun. And then when you go up on Bay Street, there's more restaurants and bars and shopping and just a lot of looking around. It's
a lot of stuff that you don't get in Ohio.
Yeah.
So it's cool to be out there and to see that stuff.
Yeah, and I will say, if you've never been there, go on a ghost tour. When I lived down there, I went on one, and I wish Zach would have done it, but it is so much fun. They tell you about the history of the cobblestone, the history of, each street, and there's like bodies buried under the cobblestone. I don't know if that's 100% true. Our tour guide was just trying to pull our chain, but it's definitely worth doing. It's not that expensive. It's do it at night because it's more spooky that way.
Oh yeah.
But I would definitely do that.
At night.
Yeah.
Yeah. A couple other cool things about Savannah. There's a ton of parks that you can go see. There's water fountains. There's big historical spots. One of our favorite places is Forsyth Park. That's right in the heart of downtown. It's an easy walk no matter where you are downtown, and it's beautiful. You have the southern trees, the oak, the moss, all of it just kind of coming over the pathways. It makes for beautiful pictures.
Yeah,
it's
and
just
a lot
gorgeous.
of parks down there too for the kids, and it's a perfect spot to do a picnic because they have a little coffee shop that we went to and walked around with some coffee and drinks, and Addie got to play in the park, and it's beautiful.
Yeah, a lot of monkey bars at that park. Trust me.
Yes, she showed us.
Our 8-year-old is huge with monkey bars, so we did that for a long time.
Yes.
Probably longer than Rachel and I would have wanted. But we also got to show the girls where we lived. We used to live in townhouses that were actually owned by one of the fire chiefs, because I worked for the fire department down there, and when I got hired, one of the chiefs had a big row of townhouses, so that's where we lived, right down in Savannah. We got to show them where we used to walk and work out, and it was a nice trip down memory lane.
It definitely made me want to go back more.
Yeah.
Because I felt so at peace being there.
Yeah.
Like, it kind of just, like, we never left.
Right. And it was cool because, Callie is 16, so the night that we were in Savannah, after dinner, we all went back to the hotel. We went rooftop swimming, and then Callie and Addie just hung out in the hotel room. And Rachel and I got to go out and kind of have a date, kind of make it kind of how it was when we lived there. And it was just the two of us for a while Callie was finishing school up here before she moved down. It was nice kind of just walking around and going to some places that we used to go. We even found some new places. Yeah,
we did. We found I think it was called the Moon Lounge. I think it was owned by Marriott Hotels, but it was a rooftop bar, and you had to go through security and everything to get up there.
And take a huge elevator.
Yeah, it was really cool. It was, we went really early, so it wasn't very crowded or anything, which is we like that.
Yeah.
We're not big on crowds.
No.
We like our circle of people, and that's about it. But
not taking applications.
Yeah, sorry. Maybe in a couple of years. But they had really good drinks and a beautiful view of the river, and it was nice to kind of just see a new scenery of what we've always thought was like historical Savannah. It's kind of more modern down towards the end of the river. You can definitely try or see that they're trying to keep it historical, but it's new buildings.
Yeah.
It was still really nice.
Yeah. So Savannah was awesome.
Yes.
After Savannah, we took a little day trip down to St. Augustine. It was hot though. Our girls were not thrilled to be walking around. Rachel and I like to walk. We like to explore. We like to get out there and walk, miles, just roaming the cities and kind of seeing what we can find. And our kids don't like doing that.
No, and we're fast walkers. But every time if you've never been to St. Augustine, it's kind of like Savannah, the historical, very small, just very, very unique. But on every corner they had like hop on, hop off bus tours, and Addie was like, "Hey, we should do this. Do you want to do this?" And Callie
next
was like,
time we're gonna.
We should definitely do that.
Yeah.
So next time we will, especially when you have kids. But it's fun.
It is fun. It's nice to, again, we were kind of using St. Augustine as a way to break up the drive from Savannah to Orlando. And we spent maybe like 4 or 5 hours there, and it was beautiful.
Yeah.
It's always beautiful. After that, we just drove into Orlando. We spent our first day just hanging out at the pool. The second day, we went to Aquatica. So fun, which is kind of SeaWorld's water park. And everybody it was so nice because there's not a lot of things that we can find that are good for a 16-year-old and an 8-year-old and us as adults. So when we can find something like Aquatica where both girls can have fun, both girls can do every single ride that's there, and we enjoy it too. It was just such a great day. And when your 16-year-old turns to you and says, "Man, this was a lot of fun," you really know that you crushed it.
Yeah.
And that's what happened at Aquatica. It was just great. The next day, Callie flew back to Ohio because she is a volleyball player, and they are doing open gyms and camps, and she had to come back, so she missed half the trip. But once she came back, it was just Rachel, me, and Addie, and then my parents met us down there, and we stayed at the Orange Lake Resort by Holiday Inn, which they have a timeshare there and is awesome. And you'll hear us talk about that a bunch because we use it all the time. Anytime we're in Orlando, they let us use it. When I go down for golf trips, they let us use it. So that was fun. Some things we did in Orlando? We went to Disney Springs.
Yep. We went to SeaWorld.
Went to SeaWorld.
Yep. That was fun.
We went and had dinner at Mia's Italian, and I'll let Rachel tell you about that.
We did the family style, which is $35 a person, and let me tell you, it was worth every penny. Our waiter was awesome. He really hooked us up on a lot of things. What
was his name? Chandelier.
No.
It was something. It wasn't.
I don't know if he gave me a business card or what. But
you know what? We're going to bring it up on another podcast just so we can give him a shout out, because he said that if they get like shout outs and love.
Yeah, they get like bonuses.
They get bonuses. Something. He did so good.
Yeah, he was awesome. We ordered 2 salad, like the best Caesar salad I ever had in my life.
It was delicious.
His dad ordered mussels, and he got probably 40 mussels in this bowl. Chicken parm, chicken piccata. There was 2 new pastas we tried. It was so good. And he gave us doggy bags, but you don't typically have that when you do family style, which I'm sure it was all for a tip, but totally worth it.
And this was like when she says family style, it was, they give you this huge menu, you order whatever you want, and they bring it on platters. Mm-hmm. So we ordered chicken piccata. We got 4, and there's 4 adults and Addie eating. We got 4 huge chicken breasts of chicken piccata. We ordered chicken parm, 4 huge chicken breasts of chicken parm. Mm-hmm. Spaghetti, a huge bowl of spaghetti. Salad, huge bowls. The mussels that he got, 30 of them, just stacked on stacked. We got 4 pizzas, big pizzas.
And you can get as much and as little as you want. If you like that chicken parm, order another one.
Oh, yeah.
I mean,
we did that with the bread.
Yeah,
My
the bread
mom
was delicious.
The garlic bread.
Yes.
Anytime you have a good carb, she will order a bunch, and she loved it. loved it.
Yeah, but they had, I've never had a cannoli before. Delicious. And they had this olive oil cake. So good. It was with roasted strawberries and blueberries, and it was delicious. I totally recommend going there.
Yeah,
and doing family style. It's worth it.
Where else did we eat that was really good?
We went to
Agave Azul.
Yeah, Mexican place.
Oh, they got 2 of them in Orlando, and they do not disappoint. Man, is it good. It's a cool vibe. Like, just, that's where it's at.
Yeah.
If you want Mexican in Orlando, go to Agave Azul.
Yes, delicious. And then we went to, what's that pizza place in downtown Disney? I always go to. Do you know the name?
I don't know the name.
There's a pizza place, and a little Italian place. It's stuck in a little corner, and it's by a bridge in downtown Disney. That's all I can tell you. I don't even know
best.
what else it's by.
The pizzas have to be.
They're huge.
Let me put the camera on me. The pizzas that's how big the crust is, and that's how long it is.
They're bigger than Sbarro. Use that as reference. They're bigger than Sbarro slices of pizza.
A lot bigger.
And they're so good.
Yes. Yeah. So we did that. Those were some of the places we ate.
Oh, and you got your Dole Whip down there.
Got a Dole Whip for any of my Disney people. You know what that is. If you don't know, you better ask somebody because it is amazing. After Orlando, we drove up to my parents' lake house. Mm-hmm. My parents, just like many retired people do, they moved south down to Lake Hartwell, which is right outside of like Clemson University. They have a lake house. Big, huge 5,000 square foot house with a huge dock that has pontoon boats and water ski boats, and it's just such a nice, fun place to be.
Yeah.
So we got to do that for like 4 days, 3-4 days.
From Thursday to Sunday. It was a perfect way to end a trip because it's relaxing. You kind of turn your phone off and just relax. Sit on the dock, read a book.
Yeah.
It was nice.
It was. We got to, go to some of their little hideouts on different islands. Rachel and I got to go play the Walker course, which is Clemson University's golf course. And I think it was last year, it was rated the #1 collegiate course in the country. So we got to go play there with my uncle and my dad. Rachel shot an 88, which is her personal best. She was playing so well, hitting big putts, and just she's come so far in her golf game.
And I will say, the first 4 holes, I wasn't even teeing off from the right tee.
Yeah,
I don't even know what.
You were playing from I think the senior tees or the short. I think it was the short men's tees. Not short men's, just not as long of yardage men's. That'd be funny. But she played from the wrong tees, and then we realized, oh my goodness, the ladies' tees are up a little bit, so you should start playing from there. And she still shot an amazing score.
And It was fun.
That made
definitely fun. I would definitely go back. It's worth golfing there. I mean, I have pictures I posted online. They're so beautiful. And hole 17 is the tiger paw, kind of what they're massive.
Yeah.
Clemson Tigers, right? So it's so pretty, and people are watching from the lake, and
it's right on Lake Hartwell.
I shot right onto the putting green. I'm like, oh hell yeah!
Yeah,
people are watching me. Best way to end a course.
She was green in regulation a bunch of times. She played really well.
Yeah, that's thanks to you, my little coach.
Kind of staying on the golf tip real quick. Big shout out to Rachel because she passed her national golf fitness instructor class, which is awesome. So now she's certified to be a fitness instructor for golfers.
Yep.
So we're kind of just moving in that direction of taking the golf world by storm.
Yep.
We're doing our apparel. As you can see, I'm wearing our new 4th of July shirt. You see, you got the back, you got the front. This is going to drop on Monday. I put it on the Instagram. I put it on the Facebook. I will put a comment.
Yeah, because we have 2 other designs we have to drop too.
Yeah, but these ones are dropping Monday, so make sure you get them because they're a special edition.
Mm-hmm.
When they're sold out, they're sold out. Our Christmas ones went super fast.
Yeah.
Everybody wanted them. We'll have them again this year, maybe with a little bit of tweaking. But these are the 4th of July, so get them. If you order them Monday, you'll definitely have them by the 4th of July. I don't know when we're going to stop selling them, so they're...
Maybe we won't. I mean, maybe 4th of July.
Yeah.
They would want them for the summer, but...
In case they do run out and we don't end up doing more, get them.
Yeah, I'd get them with at least the first 2 weeks because we do have a limited supply. But
if they go like the Christmas ones did, you're not going to find them in 2 weeks.
No.
So get on it.
Yes, that was a big seller of ours.
Yeah. So yeah, that was our trip. It was so much fun. It was 2 weeks.
Yeah.
Which was long.
We were ready to come home.
Yeah.
Like, I've never been more excited to go to work, just to get back to a routine and kind of get back on it. I will say I've been slacking with the working out, but...
I think we both have.
Yeah.
We had all these big plans of doing it when we were on vacation.
I mean, that's all I packed with workout clothes, and I think I wore them more for lounging than I did working out. We worked out at one time at your mom and dad's. We got up early, and we ran and did some stuff on the dock, which was nice.
We worked out a couple of the hotels.
Yeah.
But not nearly like we planned to
do.
Which... That's
okay.
Right.
It's vacation. You can kind of slack off just as long as you get back to it.
Yeah. We did do good on like not drinking a lot and we didn't eat it. Like it wasn't, we didn't gorge ourselves. We didn't come back in terrible shape, but we definitely got to get back in the gym. After that, we drove home and it's kind of been status quo ever since. One of the big things that happened to me since we've gotten home, we got home last Sunday, so it's been a little under a week. The first 3 days that we got home, though, I played in a golf tournament. First time I've ever played in a tournament. For those of you that know me personally, you know I'm a big golfer. I really like the sport. I'm really enjoying, learning it. This is my 3rd year playing, and this is my first tournament, and I came in second. I got the silver medal for individual, and then me and my partner took home the bronze. So that's kind of cool. And that was for our 2-man team.
These are nice medals.
Yeah, they're pretty cool. It was the Ohio Police and Fire Games. It has everything from golf to shooting to fishing to all these things for policemen, firemen, military can all compete in it. There were guys from Las Vegas. There was guys from all over the state. It was a pretty big group of people that were playing. So it was kind of cool to do so well in my first tournament.
Yeah, it's awesome.
Yeah.
And you had your personal best, your second day?
Yep. So day 1, I shot a 78. Day 2, I shot a 74. And day 6, I shot a 76.
Awesome.
It is awesome. Usually I'm in the high 70s, low 80s, just kind of depending on how I'm playing. But I just really played smart golf. For all my golfers out there, you know the difference between smart golf and normal fun golf. I wasn't trying to crush drivers or, do anything crazy. I was just trying to play smart golf, get my ball where it needed to be to give myself the best opportunity.
And it shows.
And it worked. I brought home the hardware.
Second place. That's awesome. For your first time ever.
Yeah.
That's incredible.
Yeah. And it was nice to represent the city I work for. I'm a lieutenant at Norton Fire, and it was nice to be able to represent Norton Fire.
Yeah.
We've had some other people representing Norton Fire. Another lieutenant, Adam Papp, he competed in fishing, and he took home gold in the individual fishing, which is awesome. A firefighter, Annalise, she competed in shooting. She took home the bronze in shooting. There were some police officers that took home different medals and different things. Two of the guys that we golfed with in our foursome are actually police officers. One's an officer, one's a sergeant, Ryan Seeger and Brett McShane. They took home gold in the two-person and first in individual with Ryan for golf. So it was fun to golf with them. Norton Fire the city of Norton has medaled in everything they've done.
That's awesome.
Everything. Jiu-jitsu, golf, shooting, fishing, cornhole, they medaled in. So,
wow.
Yeah, the city should be very proud.
Yeah.
This
You're
week
going to have to get a case for
of its members.
That's
so
awesome.
That's been kind of what we've been up to since we got home and
It's been
vacation.
a busy week.
It has been a busy week.
So it'll be nice to kind of wind down this weekend, and I'm taking Addie to pick fresh strawberries tomorrow with my sister, and Callie works, and
I'm on shift.
Yep.
Yeah. And then you got Father's Day
Mm-hmm.
on Sunday.
Yes. Happy Father's Day to all the fathers out there, and
yes,
even mothers who have played that role. So
yeah,
Happy
a lot of
Father's
single
Day.
moms that have to pull double duty. You should get recognized on Father's Day just as
Yes.
much as the dads.
My mom played both roles our entire lives, and I couldn't thank her enough. She's incredible.
I wonder if is that acceptable? If you have a single mom and Father's Day comes around, do you look her up?
Hell yeah, you do.
Do you take her out to dinner? Do you say, hey, mom/dad, I love you. You did a great job. I know that guy's not here, but you're doing it.
Yeah. And they should be celebrated every day.
They should be celebrated
They work
every day.
so hard being single mom. I don't know. I could never do it. I mean, there are times, being a wife of a firefighter or even a police officer, you are kind of a single mom some days because your husbands are working 24s and you kind of play that role. So, yeah.
Yeah. So all the dads out there and all the moms that have to pull dad duty,
Happy Father's Day.
Happy
Thank
Father's
you.
Day.
You're doing awesome.
You are. Give yourself a pat on the back. I hope you get something cool or at least just recognized on that special day. I did see a funny post today. I don't remember what celebrity posted it, but it was like, hey, for all my people out there that are out going to be buying Father's Day gifts either today or tomorrow, I don't need any more ties. I don't need any more wallets. I don't need, and it was just a bunch of kind of standard, socks and no.
Number one dad t-shirt.
Yeah, give me something that you made. I'd rather have that.
Yeah.
I'd rather have something made that.
Well, yeah, we're big on memories. So take me out on a date or take me to the movies. Something like that is what we do big in our family.
That's what we do for gifts, and we'll talk more about that. I'm sure around Christmas. But yeah, I don't want a thing. I don't want a mug because the mug is going to get thrown away in 2 years. I want to be able to remember when you took me out for ice cream and we had a water balloon fight in the parking lot. That's what I want.
Yeah.
Yeah. So.
And that's what the kids will remember too.
Yeah, I think so. What do we have coming up? Let's see. So, I think our next.
Well, we have we can do a shout out on small businesses because we have Micah Sprankle coming in next week to do our lifestyle shoot for our businesses.
Yes.
And so we'll be definitely tagging her in all of our stuff and shouting her out. So
I wonder if we can get her on the podcast.
I'm sure
She's
we
a busy
can
lady,
do
but I'm
it
sure
the day
she'd
we
like
do
to.
our photo shoot.
Yeah, so hopefully that will be episode number 4.
4. This is 3.
This is 3. If I'm getting confused already, it's going to be...
It's the old age. I mean, he is 35. So.
all downhill from there. But yeah, if we can get her on, our next podcast will be about small business. She is a photographer. She is an entrepreneur. it's so cool kind of sitting where I sit, watching my wife be such a great entrepreneur, and then seeing my friends' wives kind of doing that as well. You know, I have her, I have Brett's wife.
Yeah, Kristen. Yeah, she's a social media manager, and she's rocking it. So
yeah,
we'll probably bring her on.
You know, one of the guys that I work with at the fire station, he but a year ago started his own lawn care business, and he's crushing it. So we'll have to have him on.
Well, even Kevin with his brewery.
Another guy I work with started a brewery, and he's
killing it.
He's killing it. It's amazing. He just bought a fire truck, and you know, I don't have pictures of it, or I definitely post it, but just picture a fire truck rolling up, and instead of when they open their cabinets, you see axes and sledgehammers, you see beer taps. That's when you know it's going to be a good day. But yeah, we'll hopefully have all these people on so they can tell us kind of about their small business and, you know, stuff like that. Yep. Anything else you want to talk about?
No, I don't think.
Any funny stories? Did anything weird happen or crazy happen on vacation? The pool that we stayed at, so we stayed at Orange Lake. Which is just a huge, beautiful resort, and they have all these different pools, and all these different places. And goodness, can you imagine the people we saw? There were big people in little bathing suits, little people in big bathing suits. There was, oh man, body positivity. We're all about it. But you should have seen some of these folks down in Florida. It was wild. Yeah, that's all I got.
Yep, I don't have much either.
That was our vacation. That was the last couple weeks of our lives. Remember, hit that subscribe button, like our stuff, share our stuff.
Order your shirts.
We're giving you a laundry list. You got chores. You got things you got to do. But no, we're just so happy that you're listening. We hope that we bring a little bit of love into your life, and this is just so much fun.
Yeah, we definitely enjoy it. So anything you want us to talk about or ask questions on or anything, let us know, because we're happy to, like I said, we're open book. Yeah, put it in the comments. Shoot us a DM. The next couple episodes are going to be a lot about business, but there's also going to be some that are just about relationships and our kids. And we're just what we have planned for the week. Yeah. I mean, we just like to talk, so. We do like to talk. And maybe we'll bring Callie on here. She hasn't been on here yet. She hasn't been on here. I just saw her peeking her head over. That's our 16-year-old, and she loves to talk. Yeah, she does. She wants to be a sports broadcaster manager. Yeah, type. She's in a special career program at school for sports management, which is kind of cool. But we'll get into that hopefully on episode 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I don't know. Maybe episode 2 of season 4. Oh, that'd be nice. Yeah, we're just going to keep it rolling. But thanks for listening. Or watching if you got us on YouTube. And we'll see you next week. Bye. See ya.